Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. Optimism releases a tool for conditional transactions, Arbitrum releases a Nitro Testnet upgrade timeline, ETH.LIMO adds support for ENS Subdomain Certificates, and ENS Domains hits 500,000 unique addresses. All this and more from ETH Daily starts right now. The Optimism Collective has started its fourth cycle of voting for governance fund proposals. Voting will remain open until August 3rd, marking the end of the final cycle for Season 1 of OP governance. The current cycle features 6 proposals as part of Phase 1 governance funding. The proposals include Rocket Pool, Boardroom, D-Hedge, X-Token Terminal, Beefy Finance, ByteMason, and QDAO. Phase 1 allows any project on Optimism to submit a proposal for incentivizing future sustainable growth of their community on the network. Roughly 14 proposals passed during voting cycles 2 and 3 for Phase 1 allocations. A total of 197 million OP tokens will be distributed as part of an ongoing Phase 1 allocation. OP Labs announced the release of Drippie, a trust-minimized Ethereum native conditional transaction system. Drippie can be compared to if this then that software, allowing transactions to be executed under certain conditions. For example, Drippie can be used to top up an account if a balance falls below a certain amount. The tool is built using smart contract automation tool Gelato Network. Drippie is fully open sourced under an MIT license, enabling developers to build automated drips using Solidity. Drippie is already being used by the Optimism Warp Speed Bridge to automate constant bridge transfers between Layer 1 and Layer 2. Arbitrum has released a new version of the Nitro node required for running Drippie post-upgrade. The Goerli Nitro DevNet will also be shut down on July 26, followed by a Goerli Nitro Testnet consensus update on July 27th, which will allow all Nitro nodes to be updated to Beta 3 or later. Option Labs will then upgrade Drippie to Nitro on Thursday, July 28th. Arbitrum strongly advises developers to have their contracts deployed on Arbitrum Drippie prior to the testnet's migration to Nitro. Option Labs plans to maintain the Drippie Nitro testnet until Arbitrum 1 mainnet has been upgraded to Nitro. Arbitrum aims to launch Nitro on mainnet within weeks of a successful testnet migration. ETH.LIMO now supports ENS Subdomain Certificates, allowing .eth subdomain holders to access their domain over HTTPS. Users can now automatically issue a certificate for ENS subdomains without having to request one from ETH.LIMO. Subdomains that have a content hash record already set will be issued a certificate by ETH.LIMO as soon as an HTTP request is submitted. Once the certificate has been issued, subdomain holders can visit their website by adding .limo to their domain. And lastly, ENS has hit a new milestone of 500,000 unique addresses with a domain name. 327,000 ENS domains have been registered so far this month, nearly triple the amount of registrations in June. The number of ENS registrations this July is set to surpass a previous record of 365,000 domain registrations in a given month. Over the past 25 days, 40,000 new addresses have become ENS domain holders. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories from ETH Daily. You can support this podcast by leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts. Also, subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.substack.com. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.